While expressing sympathy for the 1.5 million Ukrainians displaced from their homes, Christie also hoped that the horrors of war would help world leaders to become more sensitive to the plight of African refugees.
I just hope, too, that as people becomes more conscious of the impact of this, that when these things happen in Africa, okay, we will have the same kind of feeling about that, right? And not leave it open for people to say, oh, this great feeling and great reaction of the world was because we're dealing with people who look like the Ukrainians and not people who look like me.
Media coverage of the conflict in Europe has been criticized as being racist at times. A Ukrainian prosecutor was slammed for his comments during a televised interview, where he said the conflict was emotional for him because he sees European people with blue eyes and blonde hair being killed. Another reporter for a major network was also criticized for comments he made during a report where he said, "This isn't Iraq or Afghanistan. This is a relatively civilized, relatively European city."
We're hoping, therefore, that we are sensitive to the fact that this happens in other places, and we must be sensitive to the world being able to respond in the same fashion to those areas where it happens, and not have a level of disinterest because it's not in Europe.
Russia invaded Ukraine on February 24th of this year, but the conflict has been going on for the past 8 years. In a national address before the February 24th invasion, Russian President Vladimir Putin said Russia could not feel safe, develop, and exist because of what he called the threat from a modern Ukraine. His actions, which include regular bombings of Ukrainian cities and key infrastructure, have led to harsh sanctions imposed by many Western nations. And as the Davis administration mulls over whether to join the list of countries sanctioning Russia, Christie was asked whether he thought the move was necessary.
There is no doubt in my mind that to the extent that we are members of the United Nations, we will be a part of complying with whatever international sanctions that exist. The Bahamas won't jump off and say we're not in this world.
Reporting for the Guardian News Network, I'm Jared Higgs.